and happy Christmas to all of you, assuming you celebrate Christmas. If not, happy holidays. Today we are doing the Christmas town tour, because it's Christmas! Yes, I'm recording this on Christmas Eve, but we don't talk about that. So here we are at the town. We've just arrived on the rail at platform 1, platform 2. One of the platforms. And that was just, the bit we just saw was the train station. That was the last build that we did, and you can find all of the videos in one playlist. Heading over towards the kind of town square area, we have the Christmas tree, which was the very first video we did, because I didn't want to build something super Christmassy in November. And then we have the gingerbread house, which I never actually furnished as it would turn out. That took a while to build. Because I couldn't quite figure out the colour palette at first. And then we have the party hall, which was one of my favourite builds so far. Actually, overall, I think this was one of my favourites, even though it's one of the most simple builds, because I actually remembered to put a fireplace in and account for that. But I just wanted somewhere where a party could be thrown at Christmas. There's lots of cake as well, so it's definitely Christmassy. Or at least that's if you're in my family. We have lots of cake at Christmas. Now, heading past some of the decorations that I put up in one of the videos, I don't remember what day, we are heading into the market, which took a while, but it was worth it. And then there's a beehive, because I had like a honey stall and stuff built at the market. There's plenty of different little stalls there. I didn't really think to put many trinkety ones in, but I guess it's Minecraft, so that's a little bit difficult because there's not masses in the realms of trinkets. And right next to it we have the ice rink. The ice rink was definitely a fun one to try and do. I got some inspiration from Pinterest. I put a Christmas tree in the middle. Should have made the proportions a bit different to have it perfectly central, but oh well. I ended up having to put some light blocks down because there was snow that formed around kind of the edges of wherever it wasn't covered, which was super helpful and super intended. Heading back towards the market, I think we're now heading over to the zoo. Now, one thing I'm going to ask is that if you are this far into the video, which I really hope you are, first of all, I hope you're enjoying. Let's do the little housekeeping in a second. Let me know something that you do with your family at Christmas. We usually play Monopoly at some point. I usually run off and hide. But what do you do? Oh, and here is the zoo. Just in time for me to finish talking about that. I put some decorations outside, a reindeer, a creeper, and a penguin. There's some penguins inside the zoo, and I put some banners. This is where you can get your tickets. Obviously, there's no one there because it's literally just me who plays on this world. The first exhibit we have in the zoo is the wolves. You walk straight past them to get into everything. Then we have some ponds that are meant to have fish in, but all the fish despawned, and I couldn't actually bother to put them back in for the purpose of this video. And on the right, yes, the right, there is the frogs. I panicked at this point because there was only 2, and then I discovered the other was in the water. I assume the frogs can go in the water, they do live in swamps. And then we have the petting zoo, which is literally just chickens and rabbits. It's very basic. We have the polar bear right here. This is now known as Richard the polar bear. We have a picnic area round the back, and then we have the foxes over here. And that's basically it in the realms of what's in the zoo. I would have built a gift shop, but I didn't really think about it at the time. We're now going to go past the wolves. So a little bit of housekeeping. If you have enjoyed this video so far and you end up enjoying the rest of it, make sure to like and subscribe, because there's plenty more content similar to some of my other videos, because this is a one-off video, coming your way next year, because we have a couple of roundup and best of videos to come out, because I needed something, because I couldn't actually record properly when I'm away with family. And here we have what's now known as Ice Peaks Resort. The entire reason a couple of the areas have been named is because of a Christmas quiz we're doing, and we put an advert break in it because toilet breaks. This is the big log cabin that had its own video. I really enjoyed this one. It was kind of a bit painful to figure out the upstairs bit and the room sizes, but we got there in the end, and it looks nice. That's all that matters. Back here we have, I believe, the hotel area when you go up those stairs. Eventually, going past Ghost. When we go up the stairs, you'll then see that there's 3 rooms. You can look out a window over everything. You kind of see as far as possible. It's better in the daytime, but we'll just leave it at night now. We come back down here, back out. There's more log cabins. You can see the igloos, but next up, I believe we have the restaurant. This was another fun build. It was a very big one, and I kind of wish that I'd found a way to use this as the hotel, because probably would have been a bit easier, but oh well, I digress. There's some stables that I don't actually look at, but I worked on. You need somewhere to put your horses. This is what the igloos look like. They're all literally the same layout, just with a few tweaks of where things actually are. There's 3 of them. There's nothing special about them really other than they were a fun build and I wanted to take a chance to do some igloos. If you've noticed, there's kind of picnic benches littered around in a lot of the areas. Here's me showing you what everything looks like. And as we head back out towards one of the railway track sections, we'll then head back towards the town. Because we're coming up to the end of the video. So this whole project took about a month to do. A lot of terraforming was done in the process, particularly for the zoo and the initial area. I put in the train track. That took me about an hour to get everything down for the train track because that went in last and it was fairly rushed on the scale of things that I had to do. Because time flew away. Like, it just went poof. And here we are back at the train station, which means it is basically the end of the video. So I hope you all have a good Christmas, New Year, even though I have one more video to come out this year. Next Wednesday, yes. But that's it for this video. Goodbye the internet. I hope you have a good Christmas.